Hi, I'm Dr. Amy Gordon Bono. I'm a physician in Nashville and a proud Tennessean who believes that for democracy to work for us all, every voter needs to have our voice heard and every vote needs to be counted. American voters have braved the worst weeks of the pandemic to cast their ballots during the general election of 2020. Thank you to the voters for making the effort during this critical time. Our American voters have overcome significant challenges to make their voice heard at the ballot box, even in the midst of a pandemic leaving over 200,000 of our loved ones dead. Even during the greatest economic crisis since the Great Depression, Americans have stood in line for hours to cast their vote. They have conquered questions of where exactly to drop off their mail-in ballot. Our American voters have overcome. You know, as a doctor, I believe in science. I believe in using data to guide decision making. It will take time to count these votes and analyze this data. American voters have done their jobs. Now let's let our election officials do theirs. We need every piece of this data of our democracy to count. Much like the last breath a patient takes before leaving this world, and the first breath welcoming a newborn baby into the world. Every vote and every breath is sacred. You know, another sacred tenet of our American democracy is the peaceful transfer of power. Even during times of great crisis, we held successful presidential elections during the Civil War, the Great Depression, and during both World Wars. It's now our turn to prove that nothing will stand in the way of counting every vote and delivering our democracy. Even with our differences, we can unite. And we can uphold our American values by ensuring every vote is counted and demanding that the person whom we have chosen is sworn in as our next president.